Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
That's caught. It's Thomas. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Hey, it's yo. 52, 57's down.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Here's Keenum. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Moore now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Leopard!
On second down, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Leopard!
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, just run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Leopard!
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Room here to run. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line.
Gone!
Now Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Talon on the dump off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your...
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he fends him off. And coughed it up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for...
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 35. A big run there by Freeman. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
On second down, Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, on.
They'll run here with Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that off.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it, shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. 31 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sanders has it over the middle. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Keenum going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Jackson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Hayden Hurst just earned himself his first NFL touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go, 52. Show 1-8. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jam. Watch the edge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Keenum. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. On the return is Henderson. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Keenum throwing on second. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Off play action. Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw is Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Now let's go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Brought in left side by Snead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. 108 to Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit!
To throw again is Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Von Miller able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Detroit!
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Freeman again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum out to his left. Launching one for Henderson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. It'll buy some time right. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Man, I got you.
Now Allen. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Sua Cravens. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And look at this, another fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they will not get as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions.
The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
On second down, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's Jackson, dancing to his left. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw. Collins. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Back there, that Philly. Here we go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Leopard.
Third and goal, Jackson. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for two. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall